Hello, my name is Aaron Claiborne, the outreach specialist with the Engagement to Recovery program with Wisconsin Voices for Recovery. And today I have Kayla here with me to share her experience with stigma. How you doing today, Kayla?
I'm doing great.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that you're here.
Thank
Uh,
you.
my pleasure. I would like to ask you, what are some of the damaging effects of stigma that you've experienced?
Well, start off by saying stigma's been kind of a normal in my life for the quite a few years. I'm in recovery, so I have been an addict on and off for like last 15 years. So within the community, I'd have to say that people, when it comes to jobs, I've missed a lot of great job opportunities due to the pre-existing judgments that people have had on me, regardless of the accomplishments that I've had and all the great things I've done since being in active addiction. I've had a ton of problems with getting into places to live that are nice in nicer neighborhoods. It's been really difficult with that since people look at my record, and because it's, I have a record with addiction and substance use. I've, accumulated some criminal charges from my past, which I've successfully completed probation and graduated drug court, but I've still had a lot of negative impacts. It's impacted especially in the healthcare field. I've have yet to find a doctor that I really can trust because when I was in recovery court, I had to let them know that I was in drug court. So I wasn't allowed to have any type of medication that was a controlled substance. So I had to stop my the medication that I was on because it was a controlled substance, and I had to deal with my mental health without anything. And I did that. But now, in the last coming years since the COVID, I've been placed back on medication, and I'm not able to get the right kind of medication because of that judgment. You're an addict, so we're not going to treat you with anything that might be addictive, even if it works, because you might become dependent, which it is what it is. But it's really kind of it's unfortunate that I've been judged that way because they don't even give me a chance to speak. They just see what they see on paper, and I'm flagged, of course, because of me letting them know that I'm in drug court. And I guess, that's just how it is, but it's really kind of a small feeling coming from my point of view.
I agree with you. That's a double-edged sword, trying to inform individuals of, you know, what you've gone through and the accomplishments you're making. And it's like stigma is a shadow. It just follows you everywhere you go, and it's
Definitely.
so detrimental.
Right.
Now let me ask you, why does stigma have such a negative influence on people who are battling substance use disorder when they're seeking treatment?
For one, I think that it severs the trust issue that you have with your healthcare professional, or, the pre-existing judgment that everybody has on you. It's hard to get rid of that. So in order for you to seek care with your doctor or to come forward and be honest with them, you have to be vulnerable. And when you're vulnerable, that leaves you open for judgment, I believe. And I've had a lot of judgment. There's been a lot of doctor's appointments that I've missed because I didn't want to go in because of the way I was treated. I've left in tears before because they were so rude to me. And I believe that I should be treated as a human being, just like everybody else. And as an addict, it's not like it's a moral defect. It's an addiction. And a lot of people don't believe that. They believe that it's something's morally wrong with you. So they've never been through it. So they don't know. So they make you feel like you're, a very small individual. And I haven't, like I said before, I've missed a lot of job opportunities, even recently, for a large healthcare system. I'm not going to name which one, but I have to go through an administrative review just to get a job, because of a charge I have from 2014 that was due to my addiction. Um, I missed out on a lot of great job opportunities, a lot of great opportunities for even education. I'm enrolled in school full time in the psychology is my major for the liberal arts program, and I had to go through a lot of hoops for financial aid because of my addiction and because of all the problems it's caused. So there's so many different aspects to that, especially given you know how people's views are, they're going to treat you that way no matter what. I believe that unless they've been through it, they're not going to understand it. And I don't hold that against them. But at the same time, I think they should be educated about, people in addiction so don't judge people and people can trust their healthcare providers and not go in. I didn't want to go in to seek treatment for a lot of medical ailments because I didn't want to be judged and I didn't want that feeling of being small and I didn't want to get judged. So I mean, things have gotten worse. I have a heart defect, and I didn't seek treatment for a long time, and now it's a lot worse because I was scared of the judgment I would receive. And yes, that the healthcare problem I had because of it was due to my addiction, but that doesn't mean I should be treated any differently. So, but if I would have sought treatment a long time ago, I believe that things wouldn't be as bad as they are now. So that's been a really big consequence from me not trusting in providers enough to give me the care that I need without feeling like, I'm not going to get the proper care because I am, an addict in recovery.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking, man. It's like it can't be vulnerable if no one's empathetic, you know.
Correct, correct.
And you're certainly not small. You've made huge accomplishments, and I want to commend you on that, of
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
course. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers before we end this interview?
I believe that when it comes to stigma, I believe that every voice counts. I believe that if people start speaking up against it and telling people what they've been through with experience and such is the only thing that's going to change the whole viewpoint of people that are passing judgment upon people in the communities and in the healthcare systems, legal systems, just in civilian standpoints, with people getting into the right kind of housing and jobs. I believe that the more people that speak out against it and kind of fight for your rights as a human being, I believe that we're not going to get anywhere. And I think that every voice and every person that says something, it matters. It makes a difference, no matter
Yeah,
how small of a difference that is at the time.
most definitely, most definitely. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. I
Welcome.
appreciate those words. It means a lot to me to hear that, and hopefully it'll mean a lot to our viewers. How can it not, right?
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody, check back with us to hear more from individuals sharing their experience with stigma. And have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day.